Yo, what up, man? Chris, somebody checking back in, man. Back with the blog, man. Make sure that like button and subscribe button away, and I appreciate all the support, man. I'm in Minnesota. Shout out to everybody in Minnesota, man. Look at the weather. The weather is pretty nice out here today. You know what I'm saying? I got on short sleeves. That don't happen too many times in Minnesota. You know, it'd be cold as hell up here. But I was at the chicken shack yesterday. Give me a little couple pieces of chicken. You know, nothing crazy. I ran into a fan. I'm in the cut, head down. I'm just scrolling through my phone, too. He like, yo, ain't you Chris Unbiased? And I'm always like, okay, why is he asking me this? But it was a surreal moment, man. We had, you know, we kicked it, Kiki and Ha and everything. And he was like, yo, Young Ill is my favorite battler, just like you. Just like he's your favorite battler. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. So me and him, you know, I got Young Ill versus Conceited on my phone. So me and him was in the chicken shack watching Young Ill versus Conceited, man. So, you know what I'm saying? It was a good surreal moment. I appreciate him, man. So if you're watching this video, man, it was nice to meet you. But so yeah, it was a good little experience, man. But we got to talk about Babs and Debo. They got a nice little card. They got a nice little card that's being a little bit slept on. You know what I'm saying? They got a nice card that's being slept on. If we're going to talk about the bad, we got to talk about the good. I was grinding Babs and them up a year ago or however long ago because they did an event with all one-rounders. I'm like, come on, man. You got to tell niggas that you're going to do a one-round card. So what did they do? They spin the block, and now they got a 3-round card. All 3-round battles, and the card is actually fire. But before we get into that, I want to talk about the blog I did yesterday. I saw a lot of people talking about, yo, Chris, that was a pretty good idea you had, but I'm not sure even Mike P or whoever else could sell a Kings and Queens card. First of all, you got to understand the power of marketing, man. Marketing can get you a long way. Anybody can sell Hitman Holla versus Geechee. Anybody can sell Twerk versus Big K. What Hitman is doing is a card that's going to sell itself. Can you sell water to a well? Can you make people interested in something that they may not be interested in at first, or they may forgot about? So my thing is, people don't really know what they like sometimes until you tell them, and you can sell a lot of different things, man. It's all part of the marketing, bro. It's all part of marketing. So I would take Mike P if I had Mike P on the card, and I'll create a crazy trailer. I get in my Twiz bag. I'll be, you know, I got to get in a Twiz type of trailer. So I got to be like, yo, this guy is making his return back to URL. Got to have my Beasley voice, you know what I'm saying? He was very distraught. He was very bothered. He even called out one of the URL owners. That I got to cut to the Mike P video when he's like, yo, I be talking to Beasley, and even Beasley don't return my phone calls and all that. He felt he was disrespected. He felt he wasn't, you know, he wasn't honored in the way he should be. He even went to a rival league to get his respect. Then I got to play a little clip of him going to Easy's league, right? Little clip of the trenches. And then he went over there and he ended up getting an impressive win on one of RBE's best. Gotta throw the RBE sub in. That's always nice and spicy, right? Then you'd be like, but he had to come back to URL where it all started. Why? Because everything comes back full circle. Another RBE jab. Always got to keep the RBE jabs in there if you Beasley. And then you just cut to Hustle, right? You cut to Hustle saying, man, give me Mike P. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of that white boy. Give me Mike. You know how she be talking to everything. You know what I'm saying? She got to have all that, right? Then you got to cut to the spaces. Her and Mike P arguing. Then you got to cut back to different little stuff. Hustle, who are you? Fuck you. You got to cut all that. And then all of a sudden, what wasn't an interesting battle can become interesting. You know what I'm saying? But even if you ain't feeling that, that was just an example. All that Mike P, Snake Eyes, all Serious Jones, the Pimp Step, that was all examples. What I mean initially, man, is URL just got to think outside the box, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I got some more battles. You know what I'm saying? Before we get into this Babs joint, I got some more battles. I would love to see Goods make an appearance on Kings and Queens. You know what I'm saying? Goods. A lot of people look at Goods as like a ladies' man, a cool nigga, got the his and her colognes, all that. Make sure you support Goods. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see him have a conversation with a female. I think that would be dope. So you got Goods. Calico is another person I would love to see have a conversation with a female. You want two punchers? What about or not even two punches. What about Bill Collector versus KCJ? I'm not mad at that battle. That's something different outside the box. What about E Hart versus Chef Trez? I'm not mad at that battle. It's out the box. It's different. Hollow the Don versus Miss Hustle. They had a little bit of back and forth. QB Black Diamond versus Clean Paper. I would love to see the stud. I would love to see what Clean Paper got to say to the stud, man. I would love to see that. You know what I'm saying? Bonnie Godiva and even Rosenberg Raw had a beef. You know what I'm saying? Bonnie was, I get my boyfriend to beat your ass at the next event. What I'm saying is, bro, URL just got to stop doing the norm. They just got to stop doing the norm. Which brings me to, I actually like this event, man. Prom Nite. Prom Nite. You know what I'm saying? John Adon said, he had an interesting tweet today. He said one of the reasons why people are not that excited about Kings and Queens is because the women battle more men than women these days. That's actually true. A lot of women do battle more men these days than anything else. So it kind of feels like men and women battle throughout the year. They battle on other cards, they battle on other leagues, stuff like that. And it's not as much women versus women, it's a lot of women versus men, or it's damn near like 50-50. So he is right about that. The other thing is, Queen of the Ring and URL kind of got the same card. They both got a Kings versus Queens kind of card, men versus women. So Prom Nite, I actually like this card. I ain't gonna front. First Lady Flames versus Mac Myron. I'm not mad at that. I seen Mac Myron battle a couple females. He be going crazy, funny as hell. He's comical, battling a kind of like a First Lady Flames who she in a gang, and she sometimes be on her stud shit, but then she was trying to be a little sexy with the Chrome 23. That would be kind of interesting. Shay Rack versus Jerry West. You know I like Jerry West. You already know how I feel about that. Shay Rack just went crazy versus Yoshi. That's the kind of battle I would be interested in. Shay Rack versus Jerry West. I gotta check that shit out. Don Lady versus Capo Bravado. I keep saying I need to watch a few Capo battles. I don't really know how nice he is. All I do is see him arguing a lot on Twitter. I'm about to tap into some of his battles and see how talented he is. But that's a battle that you normally wouldn't expect. Shuni the Rapper versus Danny Myers. Okay, you see what the Bar God and Shuni got going on. You are Shuni, you gotta remember your bars. You gotta remember your bars. You already know. Coffee Brown versus Shotgun Suge. That's pretty interesting. I like all Coffee battles. I think she always be bringing 100%, trying her best. You know, I don't like the fact that she's battling 2 weeks before this battle. I don't like that. But last time she was on Queen of the Ring verse 40, she did pretty well. Hustle versus Chef Trez. An interesting battle that you normally wouldn't see. Hustle versus Geechee on Kings and Queens. That's a typical battle I expect URL to book. Chef Trez is somebody that could have been on the Kings and Queens card. You know what I'm saying? That's why I just told you Chef Trez and E Hart would have been fire. But Chef Trez and Hustle, this is an interesting battle, but this is another battle where Hustle is battling 2 weeks apart. And then 40 bars versus Av, which is a battle I normally probably would have liked. But Hustle having so many battles, I'm not really sure how she's going to do against Av. But if you look at this card overall, 40 versus Av, Hustle versus Chef Trez, Coffee versus Suge, Shuni versus Danny, Don Lady versus Capo Bravado, Shay Rack versus Jerry West, and First Lady Flames versus Mac Myron, I could make a case that, it names aside, they actually got some more battles. I'm a little bit more intrigued to see how they actually pan out, to be real with you. A little bit more intrigued to see how they pan out. I kind of feel like I know what I'm going to get. When I look at Kings and Queens, I'm like, okay, probably most of the men are going to win. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Hustle will win. Maybe I don't got Coffee winning. Maybe Hustle, maybe Jazz, depending on how it turn out. But I kind of think most of the guys are gonna get busy and do their thing. This event right here is kind of interesting, and I gotta give Babs credit because she took the criticism of last time she did Prom. It was 1-round battles. This time it's 3-round battles. So all the battles are 3 rounds. So shout out to them because this don't seem like no cheap ass card. It got some heavy hitters on here. It's going down September 28th. Where's the venue at? Where is it at? I don't know where it's at. It don't really say on here. But $25 on Rap Grid. That's pretty cheap for this card. $25 is the pre-sale on Rap Grid. Prom Nite. Get your tickets, man. And yeah, that's what we got. We got Prom Nite and we got Kings and Queens coming up. So y'all make sure y'all support And y'all let me know which card y'all like better. Do y'all like Prom Nite better? Do y'all like Kings and Queens better? You know what I'm saying? Even though the names are higher on Kings and Queens, I'm actually interested a lot in Prom Nite. I gotta keep it real with you. I like to see different guys have conversations with women that I normally wouldn't expect to see. I like to see the kind of shit they're gonna talk about. I've never seen Jerry West battle a female, so I would love to see what the conversation is like. You know what I'm saying? You know, Mac Myron, we know is funny, stuff like that. So sometimes to me, like that's interesting to me. 40 bars and Av is kind of different than 40 and Twerk. I think 40 gonna clown Av, you know, about his weight, about I'm being old as fuck. I think that's gonna be kind of a little funny battle in a way, but also lyrical. So to me, I kind of want to see different stuff. And Danny Myers is always good at battling women. I'm not gonna lie. I saw him battle a female in Flint, Michigan. Yo, he was going crazy. So to me, these are like different kind of battles, even though they don't have the names of Tay Rock, Geechee Gotti, shit like that, Rum Nitty. That's a bigger card, but I can't front for Queen of the Ring. This is actually a pretty good card for Queen of the Ring. I don't expect the budget to be crazy, but if you're gonna get these kind of names with a limited budget and limited resources, I gotta give them credit. So salute to them. Pay-per-view is $25. Get your tickets if you can. Support if you can, and holla at your boy.